is sexy.
Kindness is sexy.
Kiss. Kindness is sexy.
Kindness is sexy.
Okay.
Hi, it's Mary Ellen O'Neill Madeley with KIS. Kindness is sexy. And this week we are with Anne from Bandanas and Bling, if you can't see it. The connection that we have is we're Hugz and Heels. Our biker names. And we're talking about the kindness that bikers do. So today we are actually talking about the things that you do. Right now you create these amazing bandanas, and if anybody knows me, and I know many of you do, I love shoes. And I don't know if you can see, but there are tons of shoes on this bandana. This was just meant for me, I'm just saying. You don't just create the bandanas and sell them. You sell them and you donate funds and you donate gifts and things to different organizations.
Yeah.
So first of all, tell me why you started making bandanas.
I guess because I have long hair, and every time you take the helmet off, it's not a pretty sight. So I wanted something to kind of keep my hair in place so I wouldn't have to worry about it every time I took the helmet off. I like the bling, I like the bandanas. I needed something to do, and I just kind of gradually fell into this.
I love that, and I've seen so many of your bandanas. I've seen people use them. Cancer survivors have them.
Yeah.
I've seen them on women with short hair, long hair. I throw mine on. I think it's great because my hair was a mess this morning, so I threw one on and went, oh look, I can just kind of mess around with it. Some of your bandanas are so gorgeous. The material itself is amazing. And you did one for me that had an eagle, and it had it was the dream catcher around it, which the eagle is like my spirit animal. And I think the dream catchers, they catch the bad dreams or something and give you the good dreams. That's what I need. But some of the ones that I've seen, I'm just looking at a few. These ones are so adorable. I love this. It's pink, yet it's got that, that skull going on.
Some of them have patches, some of them don't. Some of them are special orders. So, for example, there's one there with the nurse sign on it.
I was actually just ready to pick that up and thought the same thing. That's fantastic.
I find the fabric at any quilting shop or fabric shops. And this one here, I happened to find the nurse fabric, and then I happened to find a nurse patch, so I put the two of them together. Some of them
beautiful.
Are special orders. There was a woman, her last name is Pickle, or that's what she goes by. So I was actually able to source some fabric with pickles on it, and I put, I know, it's really cute.
I love that.
So I was able to put the crystals on that, so that's definitely a one of a kind. A lot of them are actually one of a kind. So if you're looking for something specific, like you say, with shoes on it, I'll try and find the fabric, and I try and match the fabric to the individual.
Well, the funny thing is even with mine, there are other bandanas that you have done that had the eagle on it, but everything else around it was different. You specifically geared the crystals to me, the color, all of that, and I was thrilled. I wish I had worn it today, but I forgot. But then I saw this, so can't miss that. There's another one here for those people who, possibly like Rolling Stones. You got your tongue.
Yeah.
But everything. There are so many different ones. There's music notes for all those music lovers out there. All the different patterns. You just get them.
Yeah, there's a lot right now for Canada. We've got Canada Day
That's
coming
right.
up. Yeah, that one is just with the crystals on it. I'll change the crystals on it. This one here has the Wounded Warriors patch on it.
Oh, is that what that was?
That's what this one is here, yeah.
Oh, wow. That's incredible.
So it depends on what it is.
That's beautiful.
There's a couple of different ones with peace signs on it. Some of them, if they want their name on it, I can get a patch made and actually have their name put on it along with the crystals on top of it.
Oh, that's fantastic.
There's such a variety.
Yeah, the colors, I can't believe all the different colors, the way you do the crystals, the different crystals you use, because they are all different colors. The ones you're wearing have this great purple, pink shimmer to it, and it takes the lighting or the colors from whatever bandana you have on. I think they're fantastic. You donate to different organizations a portion of what you make with these bandanas.
Yes.
And so far, one of the most recent was to Camp Ooch.
Camp Ooch in Muskoka. Yes.
Yeah, if you don't mind explaining just what that was.
Well, it was through a ride that this amazing individual I met at the bike show in January. Jackie is her name, and she provided this opportunity for me. It was a weekend away with 300 women up in Halliburton.
And I know some of my friends actually went there.
Yeah, and it was phenomenal. So it was Jackie and her whole team of women that put this together. I went up as a vendor, and part of the way the day was set up is all the funds that were raised that day was given to Camp Ooch, which is a camp for children and their families going through cancer. So it's all privately funded, it's all donation raised, and there's medical staff, my understanding is 24/7, so it provides an opportunity for these kids. So being a part of that was really amazing.
But I also noticed that you give back to some of the organizations here in my hometown, Lindsay.
Yes.
And one of them is a homeless shelter. And
Yes.
what's the name of that shelter?
It's up here on Lindsay Street, and it's a place called Home, and it's geared towards homelessness and to helping them. So in December, what I did was a portion of every bandana that I sold, a portion of that went to the shelter. I plan to do that again this December.
That's awesome. I love that because you never know where you're going to be.
No.
Everybody ends up in a situation. You start out where you have two working people and they have good jobs, and then all of a sudden one doesn't have a job or both don't have a job. Been there, done that, and doing it again. Still, even though we're going through things, we know how important it is to give back because we're still better off than some people who unfortunately have been put in a position where they have lost everything. There's another one that had to do with the Navy.
The Navy Cadets, a friend of mine is part of the Navy Cadets out of Bowmanville, and a couple of weekends ago was their first annual run, and this is all related to the motorcycles for this run here. And once again, it was the vendors there, so a portion of like a donation that we give to them, they raffle that off, and then that goes back to the Navy Cadets out of the Bowmanville area.
That's awesome. I love Bowmanville too. See, these are all the towns that I grew up in, that I had friends in. Also donated to our local hospital here in Lindsay, Ross Memorial Hospital, to the cancer unit.
That was during the Cancer Awareness Month last October. I had a bandana for cancer, for breast cancer. And what I did with that one was all proceeds from that one was donated to the hospital.
See, and the thing is that no matter what you do, just getting out there and remembering that you can help people in such a small way, and to the person receiving whatever it is, that's huge. I absolutely love this bandana that we were talking about earlier. And I just wanted to know, I know with you there's a huge connection with our veterans, and I thought maybe you could tell me a little bit about it as I, bring out our Canadian bandana and the veterans.
I've just always had a very soft spot for our veterans, for the people that serve, and everything that they've gone through. So another part that I'm involved in, or was privileged to be a part of, was the HHR ride, which is the Heroes Highway ride coming out of Trenton and coming into Port Hope.
Right.
And also a portion of those sales that day were donated to the Toronto Military Family Resource Center, where they support the families with anyone connected to the military. This
is a beautiful color. This is a beautiful bandana, and the color purple actually connects with Desiree's Ride, Peterborough chapter, out of Lakefield. And they raise funds for victim services and for women's shelters, correct?
Yes, they do.
And the local women's shelter?
Yeah.
I know this is not easy for you. People don't talk about certain things. And there's a reason that Desiree's Ride is important to you.
Yeah.
And I know that that's definitely out of your comfort zone, saying anything about that.
I am actually a victim of domestic violence from numerous years ago, and it's just, there's a very soft spot in my heart for women that have gone through that, and it's taken a number of years to get to this point in my life, but I want to be able to give back. When this opportunity came my way and to be part of this ride and to help raise funds, I was just thrilled to death to be asked to be part of it. That is actually happening at a Classy Chassis up in Lakefield, and the funds raised from that are going to the local women's shelter and to victim services, and just to be a small part of that, I can't even begin to describe that in words, what that means to me.
One of the biggest things that we need to do as women is support each other,
Yes.
to love each other for who we are, to help each other through the things that we have been through. Whether you've experienced it or not, you don't walk in someone else's shoes. So take the time to just understand that everyone needs support. Men, women, the more we give to our community, the more we give to people that we know, that we care about, the better life is going to be. So I really do appreciate you taking the time. I know we've had some glitches today, so I appreciate you putting up with all of this. And I look forward to riding with you in the summer and hopefully
Yes.
attending one of the events. I know I already have one of your bandanas, and there
Yeah.
will be more that I'm sure I find. And anyone who would like to take the time to go to your Facebook page and maybe order a bandana or look at them and
Yeah.
see if maybe they want something for a gift or want to, connect your page to someone else, they should go to Bandanas and Bling by Gypsy Hugz. And Hugz is spelled?
Hugz.
Again, thank you so much, Anne. I really appreciate
You're
this.
welcome, Ann.
And I hope that this summer we get more sunshine so
Yes.
that you can be at these events and not be poured out. Have a great day, everyone.
Thanks. Bye.
Take the time to support your local charities. Go to Anne's Facebook page, Bandanas and Bling by Gypsy Hugz, with Hugz spelled Hugz.
Kindness is sexy.
Kindness is sexy.
Kiss. Kindness is sexy.
Kindness is sexy.
Kindness is sexy.
Kindness is sexy.
Kiss.